Wonder what we'd look like if we were born in the future, like 2077, cyberpunk, in the technologically diverse dystopia. They look kind of similar, okay. Underwear's kind of rare. Let's go for a woman. What would I look like as a future woman? Well, kind of ugly. She's okay, let's randomise, see what we... Ugh! Oh god! Oh no! Jesus, help! Oh, I hate the future already. This is... Okay, let's keep... What is wrong with people? Is this what people look like in the future? Correct me if I'm wrong. That is the stuff of nightmares. Oh, dear me. None of these people look good. None of these people look even half decent. Perhaps I'm not trying hard enough. Let's just randomise, because I'm really not finding any of these people at all appealing. I think it's the eyes and the facial things. Well, that haircut's okay. I mean, not keen on pink hair and the throat thing. Ah, she would look normal if her face wasn't like scarred and marked up. But come on, these haircuts are like ridiculous world, aren't they? Ugh! Oh no! Call me old-fashioned, but my spidey sense is tingling. Like, would I bring any of these chicks round to meet my mum? Hell no, I would be kicked out, let alone her. We'd both be out on the street and my mum would be calling the police going, there are two rave crack addicted fiends outside of my house looking dodgy like a couple of raccoons that escaped a bin after having drugged themselves on many psychedelics. Never going to get this game started. I think you can tell a lot about someone though by how they look. I know it's not pro quo with diversity politics, like you can't judge people's appearance even though they wear things to express themselves, so technically you can because that's the reason they're doing it. But yeah, green hair, green toxic hair says I am a pro-abortion, liberal Nancy, left-leaning maniac, and the dippled sort of tattooed facial texture just says I am insane and probably on drugs. But I think we're going to have to choose something. So it's like, okay, we're going to go for blue or green. Let's make the ugliest... Let's make the ugliest character that we can possibly make. So, starting off, we're going to have extreme hair colours. Blue! Oh yeah, blue and purple. Blue and purple says to me, I am a radical anti-Western communist. Actually, I'm in two minds about that. If that was a different colour, that would look really good. Apart from the face... Yeah, I think some of these are just awful, aren't they? Ladies, take note. This is how most men are going to think about ridiculous styles and colours of hair. If you are inclined to look nice, try and bag yourself a decent man. These are not the haircuts to go for. This one reminds me of 80s Tom Cruise. This is like female 80s Tom Cruise, who is a left-leaning maniac. All she needs is a ring through the nose, and like one of those throat cyberware things with the hole in the middle, you know, so that you can really scare those kids off. That's what we're going to go for. What are they doing with these? If this is what the future looks like, Lord take me now. I don't want to see the future if it is this but ugly. It just... Why would I have thought that a randomised character was ever going to look nice? So yeah, sticking with the ugly theme, we're going to go for some dodgy eyes. I don't know what half of this stuff is. What is that logo? That's like the Arasaka logo. So that's like, I am property of the company that I work for. This is a warning. Stay away from me. That's what all these extreme hair styles, makeups, dippled face textures, all this stuff, it just says, stay away from me. It says, I am a dangerous, psychotic, violent person who will do you no good, so stay the hell away from me. I don't know whether people realise it when they're putting rings through their noses and having these weird contact lenses, or those massive daft looking plastic rings in the earlobe. It just says, I am descended from goats and cannibals. Like, don't do it. If you want to have normal friends, people that care about you, try and present yourself kind of regularly, normally, you know? Like, normal is not a bad word. Normies, we're all normies. What is a normie? A normie is a person who doesn't stick out as being psychotic in any particular way. I want to be a normie. Normies are cool. So that's what we're not going to go for here. So, purple eyebrows. I think that is very expressive of what I'm trying to go for here. Sorry, I suddenly itched the coke out of my nose there. I'm not sure about these blue lips. I like the facial metal, the metal chin and eyes thing, the wires and the eyebrow ring. All adds up to that characterised look of mania. Bipolar depression / violent psychopath. That's really what we're going for here. Even so, even with this big Jew nose, this massive Roman nose that I'm going to give her, from the front perspective, she still doesn't look that bad. See, that just tells you, I am not as judgmental as the left-leaning maniacs I've insulted here are going to tell you that I am. Because from a front-facing look, this chick ain't half bad. Even with all that uglified crap texture and the blue hair and lips and the facial metal and the weird alien eyes and the purple eyebrows. There is hope for us all if I think she's okay. She's okay. She's not particularly amazing or attractive, but she's not ugly. Ugh! Batman logo on the face. Why would anyone have metal cheeks? And the neck thing is just like... I should be a Muslim. I think Allah sounds like a cat hucking up a furball, but that's neither here nor there. So, back to our character creation. So we decided on hair, dodgy facial texture, weird green and pink eyes which say, I'm a trans radical feminist! So what are we going to go for now? Facial jewellery? Scars? Pew, I got shot in the head, but it didn't kill me because I have metal plates underneath my head. Why would anyone have that? No, we don't want that. That's too weird. Just give me the dimpled facial texture back. Let's see if we can find that. There we go. Let's stick with that one. Yeah, I think what that says is I've had a really hard life, so my skin is now like chewed leather. So you better watch out for me. All this stuff is super aggressive styling, isn't it? I think that's what I'm picking up here. And with the barcode on the head is, I'm a property of a corporation, I am rough and hard and you don't want to know me because I'm a horrible, evil, violent person, and I have been treated so poorly, my outside exterior looks terrible. Oh yeah, let's do the nose ring thing, not a normal nose ring, it's got to be through the middle, septum nose ring. There we go, perfect. Well, not perfect, I'd prefer it if it was thicker and it had a rope leading to a farm. That would be perfect. But yeah, I think that'll do for now. So we move on to lips and teeth now that we've facially destroyed this poor woman. Oh yeah, someone said to me earlier, trying to convince someone that Christianity's true, the guy was like, nope, I need dental records of Jesus or I won't believe that he exists. And I thought, that's going to be a very short record then of a guy with perfect teeth, isn't it? Who's never had a filling, a cavity or a dentist's appointment. Not to mention, I don't think dentistry was a thing 2,000 years ago. But I digress. Let's go through eye makeup. Doesn't seem like they make that much difference. But I do want to draw attention to my lovely alien-looking eyes. I mean, they're the kind of eyes you want to wake up next to, aren't they? Or the kind of eyes that when you see first thing in the morning, you jump out of your body in fright like a 60s cartoon. Look at these lip colours. What does that even say on it? Blue? No. Avante! I am a designer product. X marks the spot. Insert genital here. No thanks. No, I don't think. Do they think the future is just rapists? That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like CDPR, who made this game, were like, right, in 2077, everybody is a rapist. Even the women are rapists, so we've got to make them look like rapists, otherwise you won't know what they are, you won't know what they're about. No, it's Padme. Look at those teeth. Look at those horrible teeth. Oh, this is the most unattractive, unappealing woman I've ever seen. In fact, I'm going to give her a penis. She's going to be a non-binary. Her, him. No, it's going to be theirs, they, them. My non-binary character is going to be called Vaginoplasto. Vaginoplasto. That's what the V is going to stand for, because obviously the character's name has to be V. That's the one the game gives you. Fuck you! Not liking these tattoos. We're going to change these tattoos. Cheap makeup doesn't seem to do anything. Mind you, I do have metal plates on my cheeks already, so I don't really know if we need anything extra there. But just check me out with my spider on my head. I am fit. Beautiful. Isn't this the kind of... what do you call a non-binary? Isn't this the kind of human product that you would love to just get in bed with? I know I wouldn't. No way. I'd rather be single for my whole life, thanks. So yeah, we're getting there now. The hair's good. The skin and the eyes, the weird eyebrows, the makeup in the face, the ring through the nose. I think we're approaching something playable. Yes, Vaginoplasto, you are looking good for the job. You do look like a futuristic cyber gangster who I would absolutely not want to be anything to do with. And that's what we want. Come to think of it, I don't know what I'm going to do, because in a minute it's going to want me to design the rest of her body, and I'm invariably going to upset YouTube by showing the nipple. I'm going to have to show some nudity. Perhaps I will pixelate, or I'll put some funny GIFs over the top of the nipples or something like that. Hopefully I'll get an option to just remove the nipples, Body modification, do you want nipples? Can I monetize them? No, well then I don't want them. Well, it is the future after all. But yeah, I think this is the face of the future. Side point, why is YouTube so discriminatory against nipples when it's okay with penises? Like, there's tons of videos where people are jelking, all kinds of nasty stuff like that. So anyway, I think we'll get rid of the nipples. There we go. Turn the nipples off. Oh, there we go. You see, YouTube doesn't mind so much as long as there's no nipple. You can have everything else on show. So I don't think they give you any options. If it was up to me, we would make this broad, we would make her extremely fat. But we can't do that, so let's give her some funny nails. I love you. No, we're not going to go for that, because she is a psycho drug dealer. That's what we're going to go for. Sonic Emerald Stage. Yeah, let's go for that. The Sonic the Hedgehog nails. So I've got to say, I like this character creator. This is a good show. Well done, CDPR, for giving me ridiculous nonsense for character creation. That's what I want to see. I would have preferred to have blue or green skin. Or, some unusual colour, but failing that, we'll just cover her in some, or him, or no. See, I'm misgendering myself. I will cover them in silly satanic tattoos. So snakes all over us. Can we go for some tattooed things? Let's go back there. Yeah, those body scars were good. So I think we're nearly ready for... I'm going to have to block this out for my younger audience. But what we are finding is this Vaginoplasto now has a tiny penis. See, it gives you an option. You can have a normal penis or a tiny penis. You're not allowed to have a large one, because that wouldn't be proper. But you can have a normal one, or you can have a really small one. I think we're going to go for the really itty bitty one. Because we need to have SPS, small penis syndrome, which is the reason why we are so unhealthy, psychotic, and prone to violence. So, I think we're pretty much there. No nipples, they them pronouns, ridiculous hair, eyes, makeup, body jewellery, modifications, and cyberware. All that's left now is to endow them with some natural ability. They're very, very cool, they love themselves, very arrogant person, and they are extremely intelligent, like most narcissistic, malignant psychopaths generally are. And we're ready to get started, so I think I'm going to end the video there. I think that's all that we need to see for today. So the conclusion is, no intelligent, thoughtful, proseful comments from me, just yeah, I think it's fair to say we can judge people based on appearances when they purposefully choose unnaturally odd or extreme appearances. We can know that they are trying to impress upon us and express some kind of extreme thing in their head, in their personality, and that's really what we are trying to adjudge when we look at their physical makeup. We're trying to adjudge before we know them, is this a personality that I will jibe with and like? Or is this person going to be a violent, psychotic maniac who I would much rather avoid? So that's all for now. Pray to God that you never meet this miscreant in real life, because you might get a little bit of a shock. Hope you enjoyed this video and you learnt something. God bless you all, and I'll see you beautiful, lovely normies, normal people, in the next one. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!